Hi, so I'm introduce you. This is called a cloud box, and Aaron is one of our senior undergraduate students and operating this. So this instrument is used for chemicals, or reactions which are air and moisture sensitive. So for those of compounds, chemicals, or reactions, we need to avoid moisture or air, like oxygen, and then we run the reactions, or we're taking care of the chemicals inside of this cloud box. So this is actually, very useful tool for our, chemistry reactions, chemical reactions. So Yu Chen is my PhD student, and he is using this optical microscope and looking at some of our samples. And from here is actually this optical microscope is connected with a computer, with a camera, and then we can view our samples at on the screen. So that makes it much easier. It's my pleasure to introduce you one of our very fancy instruments, which is called the Fluorescence Spectrometer. It is called FLS 1000, and what it does is actually, it can take a luminescence spectrum from different type of samples. So Shani is actually an expert, and she's a postdoc with my research group. She's working on this, taking the data here. So if you look at the spectrometer here, right, on the other side, that's the light sources, basically the excitation source. And then this is our sample chamber. We can put our samples inside, which is, all inside is dark. So the light comes in that way, hit on the sample, and then, for those samples luminescent, then it will directed to the detectors there. We have two detectors, it goes from UV to infrared, and you can see some of the spectrums here, like, this is the wavelengths, where they emit light. And so this is one of the, the instrument of this type on our campus, and we've been, using it very often, and get very nice publications, including graduate students, undergraduate students, even we have high school students doing research with us.